Hey everyone, and welcome to the first module of the online course From Spinning to Selling. I am so excited that you're here. Whether you are watching this as part of the free modules or you are an enrolled student and you're ready to get started, I am just so excited that you're here. And we are going to learn all about online courses and why I believe your business needs an online course. And we're going to go through all of the benefits of online courses, and some of these you may not have thought of, or maybe you've thought, okay, I've seen people do online courses. I've seen it, they've had success in their business, but maybe you haven't really actually thought about really how it could scale your business or grow your business or give you back a lot of time and freedom. So we're going to go over that today. Okay, so I believe there are benefits for everyone. The first benefit is that I believe you can scale your business when you're not trading time for dollars. So, if you think about it, if you were to work one on one with people in your business model, let's say you're in the health space, nutritionist, or whatever you're doing, maybe you're a photographer, you're something else. If you're working one on one with people, to make more money, you either have to raise your prices or you have to see more people. But there's a cap on that because there's only so many hours in the day. And if you're like me, maybe you've experienced burnout in your past, or you want to make sure that you're not feeling burnout. And to make more money, you have to see more people, which is exhausting, right? Let's be honest. With an online course, you're really teaching one to many, and honestly, it's unlimited how many people you can reach and teach and share your message with. And you can scale your business quicker because of that. And we'll get into the time benefits as well. But if you really think about it, I mean, you put in the work once and you then have the ability to scale, and you get all that time back after you've already delivered the content. Someone enrolls in your course, the content's already delivered to them. So it's really just magical that we live in this day and age where we can, have this ability to use online courses. Another benefit is that it really doesn't matter your current circumstances, your education level, or your experiences, your certifications, anything like that. I mean, anyone can make an online course. And of course, you do need to be careful, obviously, in certain industries, like, speaking out of your expertise, and you have to know legal regulations and things like that. But you don't need specific certifications to teach or anything like that. You don't even need to have graduated from high school. It doesn't matter anything. You don't have to graduate from college. You don't have to have a certain degree, a certain university, right? And if you think about it, this really opens the door for a lot of people who didn't maybe go the traditional path, or who just have different circumstances in life. And it's really amazing because you can make money just using the knowledge in your brain. So I think it's just incredible that we have this opportunity. It's also low startup costs compared to brick and mortar. So if you think about it, really all you need is potentially a ring light, a laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, a microphone, and your brain. And the ability to really commit to something. And so there's not a lot of startup costs. You do have to have some tech, you do have to have some software, which we'll talk about in other modules, and how to pick this software. But if you think about it, it's really low startup costs. Yes, you have a monthly fee, but hopefully you will be bringing in enough students to cover that fee and then more, right? So the ability to scale, again, is so incredible. Your expenses really are low compared to your profit, compared to other business models. If you think about brick and mortar, it takes a lot of money to run a brick and mortar business and time. And with online courses, you just don't have that upfront cost. Another benefit is location flexibility and scheduling flexibility. So, if you're like me, I love to work from coffee shops. I love to try out new coffee shops. I love to work from anywhere. You could be editing slide decks, you could be creating content, you could be doing all that behind the scenes. And then you can go somewhere to record your modules and lessons. Maybe your home, your kitchen, I recorded my first modules in my closet when I first started online courses. So it's very flexible with where you can do your work. And also you can do it while you're traveling, right? You could go on a world trip and bring your laptop, and there you go. You've got your business. Scheduling flexibility. I don't know if you're like me, but I hate a calendar full of calls. I'm an introvert by nature. It takes a lot for me to have a lot of calls. It's not that I can't do it, it's just that I don't prefer it. And if you're like me, you you don't want a calendar full of calls, and online courses can really, scale back your calendar. You can put real meetings on your calendar that you need and want, and the rest of your content can be delivered via an online course. So you don't need one-on-one meetings, you don't need a lot of scheduling tools or anything like that. So there's a lot of flexibility with that. Also, you can work at any time in the day, right? If you have kids, you can work, when they're sleeping, whatever. You can do your schedule before they wake up. I know it's a lot. Trust me, I have a lot of people making online courses with families, and growing families, but they make the time and they make it work. And it is temporary. That's the beauty, is that you put in the work once and you benefit for a long time. Whereas, you're not seeing one-on-one clients every single day for the rest of your life, right? So you've got that scheduling flexibility to do it. And another benefit is that, you can do it while you have a 9 to 5. I created online courses while I had a 9 to 5 job. I did it on the nights. I did it on the weekends. I posted to my Instagram during a lunch break, right? So it's very possible. And this is how I was able to leave my 9 to 5 job, because I wasn't always working on my business. I had something to sell even while I was focused on my 9 to 5 job. So a lot of scheduling flexibility. Also, you can reach a larger audience and help more people. And I realize this is maybe not everyone's goal, right? You don't have to get insta famous, you don't have to get huge. But if your goal, if you have a really strong message, a lot of people that come to me really are trying to do good in this world. They really have a message in the health and wellness space or another space, personal development, business space, that they really want to help others. And if that's the case, then, you have the ability to reach more people with an online course. You can have anybody join, right? And so again, with the one-on-ones, it just is, you have to go out and find those clients, and it can be really hard to meet with them and fit in their schedules and all of that. Whereas if they took an online course, they can watch your materials at any point in the day. They've got busy lives, and you can record and edit the content whenever you want, because I know you've got busy lives. So, just as far as like reaching more people there, if that's your goal, an online course is going to be really great for you. Now let's go over the time benefits for online courses. This is my favorite, because this is it. So I like to be very efficient in my life and my business. I hate wasting times. I hate repeating myself over and over and over. And so it's like, well, what if I did pre-recorded content and did it once, and more people could see my message? So it's all about working smarter, not harder. And you're basically putting a lot of effort, and trust me, it's a lot of effort to build an online course. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm one of the online course coaches who is very upfront and real with you that it is a lot of time and effort to put together a successful online course, but it's not forever. It is a short sprint, and it's something that's you're putting in a lot of intense effort right in the beginning, and then all of a sudden your time frees up, right? Because you have the content created, and then you can start working on the sales part of your course. This is where you can start to free up your time to start a podcast that you've wanted to start, or a YouTube channel. You can focus on your marketing strategy or your emails. All the parts of your business that you've always put on the back burner because you're delivering to clients. Well, this is a chance to free up a lot of that time and focus, create the content, and then you've got all that time to focus on selling the course and, doing the fun parts of the business and having fun with it, because you're not delivering the content one-on-one. So it really does create so much efficiency in your business, and you're going to see how fun it is to make digital products. Like once they're created and once you get those sales coming in, you're going to be like, wow, what else can I package into a course? Because it really is fun. You're still able to take a vacation and still make money, right? That is the dream, right? To be on the beach and get a sales notification. Now, of course, that could happen with a one-on-one business, but then you have to go find the time to deliver the content. So that doesn't happen with online courses. Someone makes a sale, and for the most part, it's hands off. You don't have a lot of extras you have to do for that person, and they can go watch your content whenever they want. So of course, that means more time with family, and that means you can set up for a maternity or a paternity leave. You can set up times for vacations. You can set up times for just spending more time being at home for dinner with your family. That opportunity is there. You can work on your terms when you're inspired and when you have time. So, this is really good for introverts or people who get drained really easily, or maybe you're just not feeling creative all the time, who is, and you want to put in a time and effort to your content and your modules when you feel inspired. So, today I felt super inspired. Yesterday I didn't, and I wanted to put together this content for you, and here we are, right? So you pick the time when you work, which is amazing. And of course, you can reap the benefits for years. You will always have knowledge to share or sell, so you can constantly package new courses, you can update old courses. This is something that you can put a lot of time and effort in for years to come, and you could still be making sales on a course that you made 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. It is truly insane. And that's why, obviously, I'm an online course coach, because I love the benefits of this. Okay, so if you are an introvert, as I mentioned, or if you have a chronic illness, these people are near and dear to my heart because I am both. And I know how hard it is to work or hold a 9 to 5 job while you have a chronic illness, right? Some days you wake up and you have a headache. Some days you wake up and it's really hard to work. Maybe you're in chronic pain. You have other circumstances going on, or maybe you're an introvert that you get drained easily from the repetition of a 9 to 5 job or something. This is Online courses are amazing for that, because you can deliver content without that drained energy from one-on-one or live groups. I ended up taking one-on-one clients when I was a nutritional therapist, and it really drained me. I couldn't figure it out. And I thought, oh, I'm an introvert. Like, one-on-one will be perfect. I don't want to do a group thing. And it actually drained me more because there was so much effort that had to go into that one-on-one conversation. So you have to know yourself. If you feel like you would be drained from a lot of one-on-one calls and one-on-one meetings, then an online course or digital products may definitely be right for you. Live groups can be really hard for people who are introverts. And it's not saying that you can't do them, right? I occasionally do live groups, live presentations, and they're amazing. And I have no problem with them, but I don't want to do them every week, and I don't want to do them every month. So if you are an introvert, you will love pre-recorded content. And, with an online course, you can do the pre-recorded content, or you can also do written content. You can do just audio. If you don't want to be on camera, although, in this example, my face is very small. I'm not right up in your face doing a video. So it feels a little removed, right? You're not just watching a big video of my face. So for introverts, that's always good too. If you don't want to feel on, quote unquote, on all the time and in people's faces on video, there are definitely options for you on how to create an online course. And yeah, continuing on with that theme, I mean, there's less pressure to be on, right? It takes a lot of energy for people with chronic illness or introverts to be on. And you can respond to questions when you are ready and available. And this is kind of my favorite part. So let's say you had a course community and you want people to come in and ask you questions, when they get stuck in your course, because people usually do get stuck or they need help or accountability or something. You can do it on your time, right? You don't have to do it at a set time in the day. You can do it in the day when you feel ready. You can answer questions within 24 to 48 hours. It's up to you. You don't have to be on call constantly answering people's questions. So it's up to you in your schedule. Again, back to that schedule flexibility when you want to do it. You can also be in control of how you deliver the content. And we'll talk about this later in the course, but the edit button is your friend. The pause button is your friend. If you really struggle, with public speaking, or you have a fear of public speaking, you can hit that pause button. You can edit out the ums and the ahs if you need to, if that would make you feel more comfortable. So you can be in control of how you deliver the content. In a live scenario, you can't do that, right? So that's just another benefit of pre-recorded content. And if, trust me, I have had the fear of public speaking my whole life, which I talk about in this course. And I talk about how I got over that. And honestly, online courses, you're going to realize after a couple of videos how easy it is to deliver the content. And of course, we've already talked about this, but you can take advantage when inspiration hits and when you feel like working. So, long-term benefits of online courses. So, of course, there's huge income potential, right? Because you can work once and benefit for as long as you'd like. As long as that course is selling, as long as that content is still relevant, you can still make updates to the course to make sure it's relevant. Of course, you don't want to have a stale course, but there's huge income potential, right? As many people can join as you want, as we talked about that. It reduces burnout. And it takes the pressure off finding those one-on-one clients, and it can replace those one-on-ones. So if you're someone who does want to have one-on-one clients, some of you, I know a lot of my students like to keep the one-on-ones, and that's okay. But they find that an online course takes a little bit of pressure off that one-on-one process. Again, leading to less burnout because they have income coming in from their online course. And so they don't feel like they have to take every single client that comes to them. They don't feel like they have to, they can still, take vacations and stuff because they've got the online course as their kind of income coming in. So you don't have to it's not all or nothing. If you want to keep the one-on-ones, totally fine. If you want to completely replace your one-on-ones and go completely into the online course world, also fine, right? And you can do seasons of it, right? You can take half the year, you can take one-on-ones, half the year you can't. It's really up to you. It's super flexible. And, you don't wait for your paychecks. Obviously, if this is geared towards you, if you are into a 9-to-5 job and you're trying to leave your corporate job, you could get paid daily if you want. I know it's scary being an entrepreneur, the ups and the downs with the income, but you can make income. The potential and the opportunity is there to get paid while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're running errands, while you're doing other things. I've made sales while I'm in line at CVS, and it's the best feeling. So you don't have to wait to get paid every 2 weeks, right? You can get paid daily if you have enough course sales coming in, which is amazing. And passive income, of course, is the ideal goal for everyone. I know it's the buzzword, which we'll talk about later. Everyone talks about passive income, but the benefit of online courses is that you can automate your sales process for consistent income. And this is a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you. Putting all the back end energy into your systems, your email sequences, automated sales funnels, all of that is a lot of work. Maybe doing a pre-recorded webinar to sell your course, or a pre-recorded workshop, something to sell your course. That's kind of an advanced phase after your course is selling. But the opportunity is there, right? You could literally automate the entire sales process so it takes you out of it, and you could be selling your course, while you're doing other things and enjoying your life. So, of course, so many benefits there long term with passive income. And if your goal is to have more freedom, which of course that's my goal. I don't know if that's your goal. A lot of people come to me because that's their goal. The way I see for you to get freedom in your business is to have an online course and automate any repetitive tasks in your business. And that is going to get you more time, but it's not going to give you less money. If anything, it's going to give you more money. And so, yes, it's a lot of work to have an online course. It's a lot of work to create an online course and to automate your business, but ultimately, that is the trifecta that will get you more freedom in your business. So if you already have a business and you feel burnout, if you feel, how is this ever going to end? I got into being an entrepreneur because I wanted more freedom and you're finding that that's not the case, well, an online course is probably your next step. And again, it doesn't need to be all or nothing. As I mentioned, it can fully replace your one-on-one clients, or you can use it to add more income to your business to free up more time. If you don't even have a business, maybe you're coming to me and you're like, I would like to start a business, but I don't know how. I have students that are like that as well. You can just use this as side income until you're able to quit your job. That's what I did. So you can use it however you need to, and you can pivot and change as your goals change. Another option to how to use an online course is if you're taking one-on-one clients, and let's say you want to keep that one-on-one relationship, you have a booming one-on-one business, but you're like, you know what, I feel like I could be more efficient in my business. You could give your clients quote unquote pre-work. You could give them like a little mini course. So every time they sign up with you, you give them kind of the basics so that it's mandatory to watch that before they work with you. And then that way, when they go and work with you, they're kind of at a more advanced level and you can dive deeper, and you're probably getting better results because you're diving deeper, right? Because you've already gone over the basics. So you could add that into your package as you're selling your one-on-one services. You could say, in addition, you'll also get 3 to 5 modules in this mini course, and that is required for you to work with me, or whatever, however you want to word it. So that way you're not repeating yourself over and over and over with the basics. And the basics that you say to every single client, that's the content that you want to put in an online course. So that's another option for you, of course. And so here are some signs you may be ready to build an online course, to add an online course to your business, to make it a side hustle, whatever you want to do. And yeah, so let's get into it and see how many you check off here. Number 1, you're burnout. You want more time. There's no more time in the day to make more money. So basically, you're trading your time for money, and you're not being as efficient as you could. You hate repeating yourself. You want more freedom and efficiency in your business. One-on-one or live coaching drains you. You aren't making enough with one-on-one, and you're looking for an additional revenue stream. You have chronic illness. All of your clients need similar support or have similar patterns that you could kind of package together in a course. You want to make money at any time of the day. You want to spend more time with family or set up a paternity or maternity leave. Or maybe you need more client boundaries, and it's like this is a way to kind of give them some information without sucking your time or energy every single day, right? So you're still delivering to them, you're still helping them, but it's just packaged in a different way. So yeah, so this may hopefully, you checked off some of those. If you checked off some of those, I would love to work with you, and I would love to help you obviously through my online course and getting you to the level where you're ready to launch an online course. So, of course, this is what's possible. And I just say this because, of course, nothing is guaranteed, right? There are people who make online courses and never see success, or they make online courses and it's a flop, or they give up midway, or they never see it through. So, anyone can make a course, but you do need to be committed to making it work. Like 100%, you need to be committed to a topic that really speaks to you, which we'll talk about, but committed to something that really speaks to you, and you have a bigger why of why you're selling this, because it's a lot of work. You have to learn the technology, new software, maybe you have to learn the back end systems of automation and email, sequences, and building a course that gets results takes a lot of time. It takes time to, gather testimonials, get feedback from your students, all of that. So, I want you to build something really amazing. I don't want you to just throw content together and try and sell it. I want you to build a really amazing course. And so, that's what I'm here for. But, that's what's possible. And I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but honestly, the sky is the limit with benefits. There are very little downsides to creating a course other than the upfront time that you have to put into it. It's all benefits, which is so amazing. And so, thank you for joining. Upcoming in the next modules, we're going to dive into online course methods, formats, launch strategies so you can pick exactly how you want to launch and create your course, what methods you want to use. We're going to get into pricing your online course. We're going to get into how to pick your technology and different course software platforms out there. And I'm going to talk about what I use and what I recommend, but you don't have to do that. We're going to talk about how to build your outline, how to come up with content, how to make sure your students are engaged so much, how to create slide decks, a lot of stuff, right? And then talking about some tech as well that you'll need to do to set up and launch your online course. So I know there was a lot, but I hope that you understand now the benefits of online courses and you are ready to take the leap to build your own. And I cannot wait to see you in the next module.